And now to a story you will see only on Local 10 News, catching contraband at one of the nation's busiest airports.
And Local 10's Christina Vasquez has an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at how federal authorities are intercepting international passengers to make sure dangerous drugs don't make it to the streets of Miami.
We're processing around 30,000 plus passengers.
Behind the bustle of international passenger traffic at MIA.
This is Miami's border.
Are federal officers on the front lines of border security, mitigating against agricultural threats.
Most of these meat products, they come from Europe.
Like African swine fever.
We don't have proof that these animals are free from that disease, right? These disease, they could transfer, they could spread to our cattle.
Assisting with immigration to include processing what has been an uptick in those with official permission to enter the United States.
Miami International Airport is one of the largest ports that are receiving paroles from Cuba, Venezuela, Haiti, and Nicaragua, and we're doing about 600 a day.
And Customs and Border Protection MIA Passenger Operations Watch Commander Brian Picado is taking you where cameras rarely go to understand the variety of screening, coordination with other agencies.
Species that are endangered and are illegal.
Like U.S. Fish and Wildlife.
And it was smuggled inside this little bag. So these items are seized and you potentially will be arrested.
To spot a range of concealment techniques.
A very popular one that we see around here is maca, which is a root, and it's usually in South America. We have intercepted this powder and 80% of it is cocaine. So they lace it with cocaine.
And testing.
The machine is going to shoot a laser. This is specifically good for dangerous drugs.
And then from there we'll determine whether that person's going to get arrested or not.
That is underway every day to catch smugglers.
Like right here, this is a rhino horn. This is worth $500,000.
There was a person acting like it was National Geographic, 13 pounds of cocaine hidden in those supposed to be National Geographic films.
And keep drugs off the streets of Miami.
So the person we arrested came in with some steroids, some other scheduled narcotics.
Their security process starts at booking.
Who are you sitting next to on the plane? We already know that. So that when the passenger arrives, we are able to determine what level of threat they might have.
Once here, passports and documents are checked. Then, officers trained in body language are keeping an eye on non-verbal communication that could indicate deception.
And you're getting your bag, you look around, you don't see someone in uniform, but that doesn't mean someone in uniform isn't watching you.
Correct. And we also have plainclothes officers roving in the areas to look at and observe these behaviors. If somebody's bringing narcotics in a false bottom bag, if they're bringing narcotics inside the soles of shoes, if they're bringing any type of narcotics, they will get x-rayed here to see if they're lying to us or not.
And this right here is the outcome. A man coming from Brazil into MIA arrested after CBP says his nonverbal cues, a baggage check, and chemical compound testing through this high-tech mobile chem lab.
We did an examination of the liquid.
Caught him with vials of steroids, testosterone, and testing on these unmarked serum bottles.
So they try to trick us this way, but it's our job to know exactly how to stay with the trends of concealment.
Discovered
Butanaloid, which is another name for
date rape drug, GHB.
This is where they, you go to a club, and they'll lace your drink. Because of our efforts, because of our equipment, and because of our officers being trained well, we were able to stop that from entering the streets of Miami. This is a party scene. And if you don't take care of yourself and protect yourself, you could end up in a bad situation. As the front line, we're here to protect that from happening.
At Miami International Airport, Christina Vasquez, Local 10 News.